Welcome to 100 Yards of Football. If you like the video today, please come in and share it, and we surely appreciate it here on 100 Yards of Football. I'd like to give special thanks to my producer, the very talented Mr. Jeremiah Long. I'm your host, Vincent Turner. So if you like the video today, please come in and share it. We here at 100 Yards of Football has had this going on for, I would say, the last 4 years. And it's been a tremendous ride for me personally, Vincent Turner. And being from the state of Tennessee, I have a lot of pride this morning in doing this video. This young man right here, Bruce Wilkerson, offensive tackle, who played at the University of Tennessee, by way of Loudon, Tennessee, by way of East Tennessee. See, Bruce is from the eastern part of the state. I'm from the western part of the state. And when you have gentlemen like this, a lot of things happen because you feel the pride of the state of Tennessee. And see, my very talented producer this morning, Mr. Jeremiah Long, is from Knoxville, Tennessee. And all of us are diehard Tennessee fans. And the thing that's so proud about me doing this video this morning is that we got one of our own. And Jeremiah knows what I'm talking about because it's something in the water in that little community surrounding Knoxville, Tennessee, where the University of Tennessee is located. Those people worth ethics are off the change. They're very humble people. They're people that get along with other people. And most of all, they're people that are people of their words. See, I would be where I'm at today doing this video on 100 Yards Football if it wasn't for the young man who I just mentioned 5 seconds ago. His name is Jeremiah Long. He had the same work ethic as Bruce Wilkerson, the offensive tackle, who's a second-round pick in the 1987 draft with the, at the time, Los Angeles Raiders, by the way, the University of Tennessee. And I guess people are asking or looking at the video right now saying, why is Vincent doing this video of Bruce Wilkerson? Not only Bruce was an outstanding football player at the University of Tennessee, first team All-SEC in 1985, repeated it in 1986 as a left tackle, had the key block as Jeff Prowl broke off a 61-yard run in the Sugar Bowl against Miami that year, and Tennessee went 9-2-1. And he also protected the blind side of Tony Robinson and Daryl Dickey that year. But no, it's more or less I knew Bruce Wilkerson personally because I was married to his first cousin. And I got to meet Bruce Wilkerson at the time he was a junior at the University of Tennessee. And one thing I would tell you, you look at the athletes today and you're looking at the NBA playoffs and you look at the National Football League, all these great athletes, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Anthony Edwards in the NBA. Here locally, we broadcast live here out of the Metro Atlanta area. You got Michael Harris, you got Austin Riley. But one thing I could tell you about Bruce Wilkerson, he didn't need all that fanfare. And I remember, as I just mentioned, our first meeting, is that when I first met him, it was like talking to somebody that you've been around all your life. And I said in my mind, I said, he's going to be God's chosen child. Went on, had an outstanding career at the University of Tennessee. Second round pick of the LA Raiders. Open holes for Bo Jackson, as you see on the graphic right there. Went on and played on some outstanding football teams, man. In college, the 85 Sugar Bowl team. Dale Jones, Chris White, Daryl Dickey, Tim McGee, Tony Robinson, Tony Sims, Andre Kramer. My homeboy from the 901, Richard Cooper. Darren Miller, Joey Clickscales, Terrence Cleveland, William Howard, Jeff Smith. Then he got drafted by the Raiders. L.A., his teammates, Dre Schrader, Bo Jackson, Marcus Allen, Willie Gault, Don Mosbar, Howie Long, Greg Townsend, Ricky Ellison, Aaron Wallace, Terry McDaniel, Eddie Anderson, Lionel Washington. And you know all of them said about Bruce Wilkerson? He was a teammate that I would go to war with. A guy that came with great character and a guy that you would love to have on your team. And then Bruce went on and won a Super Bowl ring with the Green Bay Packers. or that great 96 team, Brett Favre, Dorsey Levens, Robert Brooks, Antonio Freeman, Aaron Taylor, his running mate on the offensive line with Green Bay. Aaron Taylor said he's probably the best offensive lineman I played with in the NFL. Eugene Robinson, Leroy Butler, Gilbert Brown, Desmond Howard, Tyrone Williams. All these people had all great words to say about Bruce Wilkerson. And the thing about Bruce that I liked about him the most, he used to come home in Philadelphia in the off seasons when he was especially early on in his career playing with the Raiders. He'll come back and go up to his parents' house and go on that beautiful house they had with all that land up there in Philadelphia, Tennessee, and just sit back and just do yard work, farm work. This guy was a very, very special human being, man. He didn't need all the fanfare. He didn't need to let you know he played in the National Football League. He was just a young man from a small community that loved where he was from. In the NFL, he played 147 games. He started 94 at the left tackle position. The skill set, his strength was undeniable. A+. Work ethic off the charts. A+. Intense as any left tackle that's played in the National Football League. A+. Quick as hell as a left tackle. A+. Football intelligence as an offensive tackle. A+. Balance and outstanding as a left tackle. A+. Was very good at winning one-on-one matchups. A+. But most of all, you know how you could tell you're great? Other people, they talk about you. They give you your accolades. They give you your flowers. Maybe the greatest defensive tackle that ever played in the National Football League said this about Bruce Wilkerson. He was the best player I ever went up against one-on-one in practice or whether it was in the game. The great legendary Reggie White. I don't have to say no more about the young man on the screen today. Out of Philadelphia, Tennessee, Loudoun County, East Tennessee's finest. Outstanding football player, outstanding human being. It's an honor to know him. There's no question about it. I hope one day, here shortly, he stumbles across 100 yards of football. He said, what I'm doing up here? And he realized that Vincent Turner thought enough of to give me his flowers. And to Philadelphia, Tennessee, that community, I want to say this. I married a young lady from that community. Her name was Donna Kerr. She ended up passing in 2010. But one thing I'm going to take from that community is all the positive and love they gave to me. Me being a guy from West Tennessee, living in that community, being around Bruce Wilkerson, I just like to say this to the Kerr family. Darwin, thank you, man. Daddy, thank you. Dee Dee, thank you. Miss Barbara Kerr, thank you. And Mr. Carl Kerr, thank you. It was an honor and a pleasure to be part of that family. And that family gave me the opportunity to meet Bruce Wilkerson, who seemingly and honorably was their first cousin. Thank you today here on 100 Yards of Football. To my producer, Mr. Jeremiah Long, thank you. When I think about East Tennessee and my time up there from 1985 to 1982, it was some of the best years of my life. And today, we got a gentleman that played in the National Football League at a high level. Y'all be blessed here today on 100 Yards of Football. The University of Tennessee is in the house. Condrich Holloway, Willie Gault, Jeremiah Long, Vincent Turner, Stack Records, David Porter, the state of Tennessee. We got football players. They're our legends. Y'all be blessed here on 100 Yards of Football.